Hello student of class 8. I am Rashid Khan from Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class, today we will discuss about chapter number 2. Here is given as microorganism. So in that particular concern, we will have to discuss on what is microorganism. So the microorganism is just explain about the micro, which means a very small type of a organism. So what we can say, microorganism are those such type of a very tiny, very little type of organism which we cannot see with our naked eyes, that can be seen only by the microscope. And these are such a very tiny, very small, which could not be simply we can observe. And even with a microscope, some of them can be observed, and some of them not observed by the microorganism. They can be observed by the powerful microscopes. Here is the branch called microbiology. Here is the branch of a medical science that deals with the study about that the microorganism is the microorganisms can be studied under the microbiology. So microbiology is the branch of a medical science that deals with the study about that very tiny type of organism which we cannot be observed. That means it is a branch of biomedical science that deals about that the study about microorganism. It is a branch of science that can explain about that the microorganism. So let's observe, let's consider about that the microorganism, how they can be classified. What are these actually? So we can classify these microorganisms into the following categories. What are these? These are said to be bacteria, algae, fungi, viruses, and protozoans. So what does it mean about the bacteria? What is the bacteria called? What is the algae called? What is the fungi, viruses, and protozoans? So these are the microorganisms. These are the microbes which we neither can be capable of observing with with our open eyes. So how they can be studied? It can be studied by the microscopes. Let's discuss about bacteria. So what is the bacteria? Bacteria is a small one cell or unicellular organisms. What are these? The bacteria are the small one cell or unicellular organism, having one cell or unicellular organism that is composed of, this may be composed of what? The single cell. Why? Because it is called as a single. Why? Because it is called as a unicellular organism. So these may be present or these may be available on water, air and in our surrounding. These can be found in our surrounding in case of a water, air and the everywhere. These are the microbes which can survive either be below the 0 degree centigrade as well as above the 100 degree centigrade. That means this cannot die by heating, that means a rise in the temperature, and as well as it could not be die with decrease in the temperature. So they can be remain instant with a very low temperature as well as a very high temperature. Their body is consisting, their body is classified on the basis of their criteria. So the bacteria are classified into the following 4 groups on the basis of their structure. What are these? They may be found in a rounded shape, that is called coccus or cocci. Some of the bacteria they may be found on comma shape. They are called Vibrio. Some of the bacteria may be found in rod shape. They are called Bacillus. Some of the bacteria may be found in flattened state, that is force shapes of the bacteria may be found. Now here is how these bacteria survives. So the bacteria survives on the feeding. They feed death and decaying plant and matter residue. Plant and animals residues. Plant and animal residues. By having their food, they can survive. Next, they may be produced very fast. They may be produced very fast by the process of binary fission. By the process of binary fission, they divided into the many pieces very faster. Next is the bacteria that can be could not make their own food, and there is, for their survival there is a need of moisture. There is a need of moisture and moderate temperature. Moderate temperature. So the bacteria can be produced in their moisture and moderate temperature. When they obtain their favorable condition, they can be produced by the process of binary fission. A number of bacteria which can be causes diseases. A number of bacteria that can causes diseases like cholera, typhoid. Cholera can be caused by Salmonella typhi, and typhoid can be caused by Salmonella typhi, and cholera can be caused by Vibrio cholerae. So these are the diseases that can spread through the bacteria. Tuberculosis, TB, as we know that TB or tuberculosis is another disease caused by the bacteria, and bacteria can be somewhere it is a very useful in the sense of converting milk into the curd. Conversion of milk into curd by the help of lactobacillus, a bacteria which convert the milk into the curd. Some of the other useful bacteria that can convert nitrogen into nitrates, nitrogen into nitrate by the rhizobium bacteria present in the roots of the plant that can convert the nitrogen into the nitrate. Nitrobacter or Azotobacter is another bacteria which can convert the atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrate. Next, we will discuss about fungi. Fungi, or it is called as a fungus. Similarly, it is called as a fungus. So fungus is another type of a microorganism that can be survive on the saprous or death and decaying materials. That means they are saprophytic in nature. They are saprophytic. That means they can be feed death and decaying matters of the plants and animals, and it can be remain survive. And this one can very largely grow into the form of different black portions. You can see in case of a braid, if there is a blade, so you can see if there is a braid, so you can see the large number of black spotted, you can see large number of sporophytes can grow very large number. This could be seen in the form of a sporangia. Sporangia containing sporangiophores containing sporangia and spores in them. So they could very fast germinating into the braid. It is called as braid mold. It is a form of what? It is a type of a fungus which can grows on the braid.